we'll just see what jumps out at us.
Okay.
And I'll cut that part into a little clip, and I'll put that clip by itself on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then link
I have
the
a
news.
I just have a big message saying this is being recorded, but I don't care. Oh, got it.
I
There
think
we
you
go.
just have to say got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Couldn't see it.
Okay. Deep breath.
Yeah.
Ah.
Hi, Nikki.
Oh, hi. Nice to talk to you. I haven't talked to you in a while. Um, Nidra's coming up.
Nidra is coming up. I'm so excited.
So
I,
excited too.
I was just thinking, I got an email saying, come and learn this wonderful relaxation medium or whatever the wording was. And my initial thought was like, it's so much more than relaxation.
So much more. Well,
Yeah.
what is it? Tell us, what is it?
I don't know. For me, I have wanted to have a meditation practice. I've been committed. I sit down on my cushion, my back hurts, my hip hurts, my mind does whatever it does. So that's on the one side. And then I discovered Yoga Nidra, which is a form of meditation, but we take all of the steps to relax the body first and to find the breath. And I find now with consistent practice, I can hit that meditation state in like a couple of minutes, which I've never been able to achieve on my own on the cushion. So it's amazing.
I remember that we had this conversation in Costa Rica that was one of your goals was meditation. So when you say that, do you mean that you can hit that meditation point in your Nidra practice, or has it contributed to your on the cushion meditation practice as well?
I would say both. I think I'm still, it depends. Like I went on a meditation retreat,
Oh yeah,
and if I meditate for 4 hours a day, then I can get to meditation.
you can nail
But
it.
in real life, though, when I sit on my cushion in the, oh, there's my dog barking in the background.
I
But
can't hear
anyway,
it.
um, so on the cushion now, yeah, it translates. But my go-to, if I've got a lot of stress in my body, if I have a lot of stress in my mind, my go-to is to put on a nidra.
Same. I mean, you know my story. Do you know my Nidra story? Should I tell it again?
Yeah, you stop
For
barking.
for the benefit of the viewers. I can't hear anything, so don't worry. My Nidra story is that I got a parasite in Southeast Asia 4 or 5 years ago. Feels like forever. And it was a huge part of my healing process. I mean, I already knew about Nidra. I had done the training, I had taught it, I had incorporated it into my classes, but it seemed like something delicious that you did in a yoga class or in a formal setting. I mean, I remember having some super profound experiences over the years, probably over the last 15 years, but always in like actual settings, right? Which it must be emphasized that you are going to provide for people in the training. So they will have those earth-moving, mind-blowing experiences that I had. But I started my own practice at home, and I have a daily practice. And I can't even imagine life without it now.
Yeah.
And I'm so looking forward to taking your training. I'm going to take it as a refresher if there's room. Because, well, first of all, I just love learning with you, but also, yeah, I think it's always worth having those deepening experiences. So I have my own practice now, and it's a daily practice. And if someone asked me, I would say, yeah, I've got a good strong yoga nidra practice. But there's so much more, as you said, to
Yeah,
learn.
there's so much more. And there's something that happens like when I first started teaching Nidra before I had any, so the full disclosure, I did little pieces of Nidra in my classes without any training. And I know that that happens all over the place. And it's
I
not like
feel
it's
like we all
bad.
do. Yeah.
It's not like it's bad, but it's so much more than reading a script. Sometimes it can feel like that. Oh, I can talk someone through a visualization. And I imagine it's true. You've got a nice voice, you've got the nice setting, but when you actually have the understanding of what's happening to the nervous system and to the brain and to the energy channels in the body, it takes everything to a completely different level, both for, like, I'll speak for myself as a teacher and also experiencing Nidra. So I think this isn't just for yoga teachers. It could be for counselors, social workers, teachers, parents, anyone that has a friend, anyone that wants to be a friend to themselves. Like, I really can't stress enough how profound it is.
I agree. I think anyone who even wants to take care of their nervous system, which was my situation, right? Just anyone, even a lay person, I think you can come out of this training with enough skills to practice this on your own, and enough skills and maybe enough confidence to then go to public classes.
Yeah.
What do you think about the idea of, I'm going to start that over. Tell us a little more about all the extra stuff. So let's say we do a Nidra on YouTube and it gives us a couple of things. It gives us maybe a script. It gives us, hello.
Cute jog face. I don't know if we'll keep Phoebe in or not.
I love how dogs love Zoom and cats. So yeah, we can get a certain amount from yoga do you want to get us settled? You're good.
Yeah,
okay.
I think yeah.
We can get a certain amount from YouTube, and we can get a certain amount from even sorry, my messages.
Okay, let me come over. Phoebe, go sit down. You gotta do something. You gotta, can you sit? Can you lie down? Lie down, lie down, lie down, lie down, lie down. We're just relaxing now. Okay. I think she'll stay there.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So tell us about the elements.
The elements.
The elements of Nidra. Give us a nice overview.
Okay, so a nice overview. One might start with a little bit of asana, just to move the body, a little bit of grounding breath. There's almost always focusing of the mind, usually in the way of like a body scan, where we name certain parts of the body, the mind travels along. Intention is the one big piece, which makes it a little different than meditation. So with Yoga Nidra, we work with intention, either your intention for your practice or for your life. And when we reach these deeper states of relaxation, we can access this kind of higher wisdom that helps us with our intention. So we'll talk a lot about that in the training. With intention, there's also in many Nidras a visualization of bringing you to a beautiful, safe place. Sometimes we invite other beings or whatnot to join us there. And then, of course, there's the coming out, recognizing here I am on the floor in this space and whatever. And that's meant to be done really slowly so we can linger and carry all the benefits with us.
It sounds delicious. I can't wait. I need this. Tell me about setting up the space. Like, what does the physical space look like, or what will it look like in the studio for you and for this training?
Oh, for us. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be comfy. So yeah. So there's gonna be a whole lot of lying around and a whole lot of finding just the right props to get that super comfortable place. Nidra is typically practiced in Shavasana, so lying down, but we want to make sure that we're supported with bolsters, pillows, blankets.
I bet.
Yeah. And the training itself, it's not just going to be lying around. We're going to do a lot of breath work. We're going to learn a lot about the states of the brain and brain waves, a lot about the nervous system. We're going to have some fun, play some games, maybe do a skit if you're that kind of person. And yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, it sounds like fun. So we're going to get nice and cozy. We're going to have some games. We're going to do some theory. We're going to do how many practices would you say we're going to do in the run of the weekend?
Oh my gosh, lots.
Lots.
We'll probably, yeah, lots. We'll do for sure 3 full practices with asana, breath, and nidra. And
Nice.
then, and by we, I mean, I'll probably guide those. So the participants will get to be just the recipient of all the goodness. And then throughout the whole 2.5 days, there will be opportunities for each participant to teach little pieces and then a practicum at the end.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what the practicum is going to look like yet? That scary word.
I'm not telling.
That's fine. You can keep it a secret. That works.
Yeah, and it's not going to be scary.
It's not
Not
going to be scary. Exactly. Practicums in our world, and you're so aligned. You're so aligned with whole body paradigms, values that practicums are never scary in our world. They're just fun.
Yeah.
I always call them a laboratory for learning.
Yeah, for sure.
You're just with your friends and your colleagues, and lots of nidra. You'll be lying down. You don't even have to. Nobody even has to see your face.
No, that's right.
Yeah, I really hope we get a nice wide variety of folks at this training, because my personal belief is that it just enhances life so much. I was wondering also, I've been thinking, of course, as we all have over these last few days, about the idea of peace. And I was thinking about my own practice and how I share the idea, how it makes me a more peaceful person.
Yeah.
And it makes me a more peaceful teacher. And that I really hope that we get a nice wide variety of people so that they can bring that more peaceful demeanor out into the world.
Definitely. I heard once Byron Katie was at a workshop with her, and sometimes people think about relaxation or yoga or any of these self-care practices as selfish. So she described, if you imagine that this is the world's suffering, if I take care of my own suffering, then the world's suffering is also, it goes down. So we need to take care of ourselves, and then that's going to ripple into everyone that we have contact with, not just our students or ourselves. Yeah.
100% agree. My husband, Eric, have you ever met him? You still not met him?
I've met him all the time.
Anyway, he's Jewish, and so he's in Costa Rica by himself now, and he's really feeling very, very helpless. And we've had a lot of conversations about what to do. What is our responsibility in terms of mental health safeguarding? Because you can feel so helpless in these times. And I really feel like he also has a nidra practice. He won't practice yoga, but he has a daily nidra practice. Amazing. Which he initially called naps. And they have morphed into what he now calls real nidra. So every now and then he'll sort of get up after we do a nidra together, and he'll say, I think I just did a real nidra. I didn't fall asleep.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Well, I love your suffering example, and let's get in there and reduce the world's suffering as well as our own. Do you have any final thoughts? Anything you'd like to put out there?
I don't know. There's just I don't know. I think I'm tapped out. Like I'm speechless.
Yeah, I
it's
hear
just so good and so important.
Good. I know, and so important. And I really wish that people. I always wish this about yoga as well, but something about Yoga Nidra that people. Yoga is the same. People come to it when they're at their wits' end, at the end of the rope. They get sent there by their doctor because they have cardiovascular disease, right? Yeah. And I just wish that we could get this out there preemptively.
Oh, I know. And I thought of something. One of the things that we'll learn more about the why in the training, but imagine that you can lie down in a completely relaxed state and actually process old trauma, old wounding, physical injuries in the body without actually having to re-experience it or having to do anything. Like, this is how powerful it is when we can tap into that deep meditative state. This healing happens within us, and we don't have to go through the pain of dredging up stories and taking medications. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to get anybody off medications, but you know what I mean? Like, there's power beyond.
Yeah. Well, you know, Hazel, I mean, that's one thing that Hazel does not shy away from. Whenever she comes to a training, she always says, Nikki's restorative training got me off my antidepressants.
Yeah.
So I love it when she says that, but of course we can't promise anything. But yeah, I completely agree. It's just it's so powerful, and I feel like it's our mission to get that out there, get that power into the hands of more and more people in more and more environments. One of the people that's coming to this training works in, I think I told you this, she's on the island, which is, it would be really nice for you to connect with her, but her name is Martina. She works in an indigenous school on the island, and I just think amazing, right?
Yeah.
Like, absolutely amazing. Such an amazing modality that she will come away with. So
yeah, it's amazing. And I just spoke to another teacher that was on reserve. I can't remember the name of it, up on the Sunshine Coast, and they brought Nidra to the youth, and they loved it. And she'll be going back to offer it monthly. So
that's fabulous.
Yeah.
Will you be considering in your syllabus different types of classes? Like, will
Absolutely.
you? Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll start with the and the name escapes me right now, but we'll start with sort of the original Yoga Nidra, like the traditional, this is how it goes and this is how it's been. And then there's been a lot of influential people that have gone and taken it. So Richard Miller for I Rest, he came up with.
Yes,
Has the whole with working with the energy body. We've got Yoga Nidra for children. So there's lots of different approaches that we'll learn. It doesn't have to be a cookie cutter.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be just for adults.
Yeah,
that's interesting. That would be really interesting to actually talk to Katie about in kids yoga. I don't know if you ever have, but she's our kids yoga teacher.
Yeah.
And
it doesn't have to be, someone doesn't have to think, oh, well, I'm never going to teach a 45-minute Yoga Nidra class. It doesn't matter. You can take 5 minutes. You can take one breathing practice, one relaxation practice, and create your own. So it's definitely nice to have the whole suite available to you. And then regardless of your circumstances in life, you'll be able to share the work in meaningful ways.
Yeah, that's perfect. I just wanted to mention also on here that Tanya will be teaching Introduction to Nidra in our 200-hour coming up. So if any of our 200-hour students are watching this video, this is Tanya. I'm sure they've already looked on the website and seen you, but they're a great group of students. So you'll have a lot of fun.
Nice.
Okay, thanks for the chat. This has been great. And I'll see what I can do with the video.
Okay. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, talk soon. Bye.
Thanks, Nikki. Bye.